Okay, hey guys, welcome to the show. So this is completely new for me, and I think it's something that's completely new for surf in general too. So I'm not sure what I'm doing. It's completely new ground. I've got no one to copy, but everything will be okay. So I do have an idea where I want to take this podcast. I'm hoping to have some meaningful conversations with some of the people that would like to come on over various topics where we can get a bit more in depth and bounce ideas back and forth. Also, I just want to have somewhere where I can condense down some of my thoughts, which I wouldn't be able to put in like a tutorial video because they've got to be more structured in a way to convey the information as simply as possible to a wide audience. This can be a bit more based on my free-flowing thoughts, nuanced and subtle about surf, because surf is obviously very nuanced and subtle. So this is the Strafe2Win podcast. I hope this is the first of many, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so welcome to the podcast. I'm pretty excited to be able to create this sort of thing. I hope you guys enjoy. I feel like this would be a good companion for when you're grinding a map yourself, when you're learning how to do a map better and practicing. So, of course, because our eyes are focused on the screen, so audio is kind of cool to go alongside something like that. So, this is probably going to be hosted on my YouTube channel until I figure out that I want to do it on like iTunes as a podcast or something. So if you are new to the channel here, please consider subscribing. I make surf tutorials, I post runs, tool-assisted speed runs. I am looking to post gameplay, and it will help you keep up to date with the surf community. And I'm also looking forward to having some guests on this show. So the gameplay in the background for YouTube is something I'm probably going to create later. I don't currently have it. It's just probably going to be me practicing on a few maps, something like that. Unfortunately, the current situation around the world, best wishes go out to everyone who was affected, has got me stuck in the home. So I had big plans to move out of my hometown, which obviously is postponed, and other than that, I'm in quite a good headspace to be productive and create like a multitude of things, which also include content for surf. I really want to have a place where I can create content and interact with you guys. I like the living content, which is stuff like YouTube, or anything that's recorded, which can be gone back to at any moment. So I can be sleeping and people can be consuming the content, as opposed to Twitch. I do like doing Twitch, but I just don't really have the internet to do it whenever I want. I can only do it in the depths of the night. It's not appropriate. I mean, I could do it at night, but Twitch is kind of best in around a peak time. It's the most fun at that time as well. And live content can be made quite easily, in a sense of like you can take a break. You can work on it for an hour and then you can take an hour break and come back to it, that sort of thing, which you can't really do with Twitch. It's got to be one block of, hopefully, I mean, most appropriately, like 2 to 3 hours at least. That's kind of like a minimum. So I'm excited to be able to talk about things that have a more concentrated amount of meaning, as opposed to Twitch, which is mostly just relaxing, chilling out with people and playing the games. But obviously Twitch does have like random spurts of meaningful content, usually like spurred on by somebody asking like a question about something specific. So Twitch is good for that. But with a podcast or something like this, I can condense it down, trim off all of the non-meaningful content, and hopefully just have nothing but meaning in a podcast, apart from when I may have a conversation with a guest, but that will be free-flowing, but it will still be centered around some sort of topic that we'll be discussing rather than just chilling, which would happen if I had a guest on Twitch. I think there's quite an opportunity, because when you have two people coming together over a pre-planned topic, then you can have conversations that wouldn't happen otherwise. And it's a good opportunity to have that kind of information or content released to the surf community, in my opinion. I also think this may help some people keep up to date with the community. I'm not the best with it. I'm always flicking through the KSF Discord anyway, trying to keep aware of what's going on. Hopefully this will be a small piece in bringing us closer together, spread awareness to the people who listen to this who didn't know about the details that are going on. Hopefully strengthen the community a little bit, and hopefully the future of a surf is just going to be better. Hopefully surf is going to keep growing, mainly because I love surf and I have a good bunch of friends that I enjoy playing with. So, like I said before, I just imagine this podcast can be a companion for when you are surfing. The ones that are going to be just me solo may end up being significantly shorter than the ones where I have a guest on. I don't have a clue how long this is going to be. It's probably going to be about 15-20 minutes. But the future podcast may be more long form as I get more used to what I'm doing. So something I want to quickly talk to you guys about is what I'm planning. I personally have been learning to code for web development since Boxing Day, and I've been doing that pretty intensely. It's taken up pretty much all of my time, which is why I haven't really been surfing or doing much else other than that. I have like a very long to-do list, which if I spent all the time to actualize everything on that list, it would probably take around a year or so. So I'm completely booked almost, in a sense. So the website that I made is www.cssurfsecrets.com. It's pretty basic right now, but I'm hoping that it will be developed to become like a mainstay for the surf community. Like, I hope it's going to provide as much functionality for everybody as possible. I'm pretty excited to take that to higher levels, but of course I have to grow with the website for learning how to develop it. So another thing that I'm planning is to get some more tutorial vids out. The big one, the main one, the first one that I made is still growing and growing faster. It's growing exponentially, which is pretty exciting. It was pretty dull at first, but now it's picking up views. It's starting to get in the top of recommended, so it's pretty motivating to see that do well. Also, I'm surfing again, playing about an hour to 2 or 3 each day-ish, so hopefully I'm gonna get some runs together, some top 10s, maybe a world record or 2, even if I don't keep them, and some task videos, and maybe some gameplay like the Goliath one, something like that. So that's in the works. I also have a lot of other business work to do. I've been laying the foundations for a freelance business. Also, I will be looking to apply for coding work remotely and in bricks and mortar buildings. It's lots of studying. That's what I'm spending most of my time doing right now, is being productive with coding and trying to become as skilled as possible. And it's been going well. I've been really enjoying it. The website is a big project. I have learned how to use pretty much all the tech that's needed to take this website to like the next level. I know how to create like a login system for profiles and, in a sense, make it just a complete social media site. Just because I know how to make that happen does not mean that it's going to happen quickly. It's a big project. And I do have a few people who are willing to help out, which is really cool. There is lots of functionality planned, and ideally the vision is that the website will support competitive gameplay, the likes of which we saw in the Surf's Up tournament. I'm a big fan of that tournament and everything Truck did and everyone who was involved, and I really want to see more of that for us as a community. That was fantastic. So I heard that there is a mapping contest coming up on KSF, so I'm eagerly anticipating what's going to come of that, and also hopefully another tournament in this year. I can't wait to watch that. That's going to be so good. So that is pretty much it for this first episode, and I know it's not a long episode. I know I said it may be 15 or 20 minutes. I completely scratched off talking about something I was planning and may save that for another episode in the future. The shorter bursts that I keep this in, the more likely I am to do it consistently. So that's fingers crossed. And I know that this isn't fantastic. I know it's not the greatest content you've ever consumed, but it's the beginning. The content's going uphill. Everything's improving. It's going to get good. It's going to be better. So, and I just really enjoy the process of doing this as like an art form in the various ways of like YouTube, like video, doing graphic design, doing web design. It's all very just enjoyable to me. So I hope that you enjoyed this one. I hope you will enjoy the next one, and I hope you're looking forward to some of the guests that we can have on too.